Come on, please. Come on, give me that fix. Give me that fix.
Sweet glasses.
Thanks, man. You know what they say, seeing's the most important thing.
Yeah.
It's about time Jessica hopped on.
Yeah, I know. Ian, got a sock drawer I need to sort out. We'll see you later.
That's good. That's good. How are my levels? Am I peaking? Can you hear me?
Oh, yep. You peaked years ago, Tony.
Didn't we all, though? It's nice to see your smiling faces. Hello and welcome to this thing we call Minnesota Foul Play-by-Play. I'm your host, Anthony Variano, and today I'm joined by our NBA 2K expert and my favorite cousin, Joel Variano. Also joining us, the brothers Haas, Michael and Bradley.
Hi.
Joel, how you feeling, baby? I know we're a little bit down after the end of the Western Conference Finals. It's the second year in a row the Timberwolves have gotten that far. They didn't look like they belonged in that series. We've known for 2 years that this team does not play well against that style or that size of opponent. We know that this car was built to beat the wrong best team in the West, and now we have to regroup because there's a new best team in the West.
Yeah.
So you're on here to tell us how we do that.
Pray.
God, that's
Pray.
not pray. Jesus, it's up to God now. I don't like the sound of that at all.
The Thunder are going to be a problem for years to come. Here.
I know.
I mean, geez, talk about having endless picks. I think they have like 4 picks in the next draft. I mean, they could keep adding to what they got. It's just
like
fucking ridiculous.
Top 2 picks in the next 4 drafts or something crazy like that.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
But they can't keep everybody, and they're not going to hit on all those picks. So there is that. There's going to be injuries that occur in the future. It's you'd imagine, but I mean, you can't rely on injuries to be the reason why you get to the finals, unless you play in the East, of course. Yesterday after the Pacers won the Eastern Conference Finals, Thibodeau during his press conference says we finished in the top 3. I was like, no, you didn't. There's no way you're better than the fucking Timberwolves. I'm sure there's about 5 teams in the West that would have whooped your ass. So yeah, they're not close.
And him always having his high minutes, like your players are tired.
And his short rotation, right? Lack of depth. And that's going to be a problem they're going to have 2 guys that need to score 30 just to overcome their defensive deficiencies for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
At least we don't have that problem, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we
need
cut the cancer out at least. We got rid of the cancer and we traded it for COVID.
Can I make one comment on the finals?
Please do.
This is like if the Twins and the Brewers played in the World Series.
It's a lot of fun.
The country's not going to give a shit. I don't give a shit.
No, I love it because I appreciate the contrasting styles of play. Indiana's pace is a lot of fun to watch. Oklahoma City's defense, so much fun to watch. It's the two teams in the league that aren't shooting a ton of threes. They're taking the open ones they get in transition when the Pacers do hit threes. I mean, Jesus Christ, you only had to watch the first pass of most of the possessions in that series against New York to find out how mismatched New York was defensively. Because it was one pass of the ball, one move of the ball created an open shot. I swear to God, the Pacers passed up more open shots than the Knicks took.
Yeah.
Well, their pace of play is so good.
What's that, Brad?
I mean, their pace of play is so good. They move the ball, even on made baskets. That's what I was wishing the Timberwolves would have done. You allow OKC to set up their defense, you're fucked. I mean, especially we don't have the ball handlers that some of these teams do either.
Well, that makes it harder to play fast, right? I mean, you could have gone to Rob Dillingham and put him in there. You could have gone. They did put in Minot a couple times, and I don't know if Shannon Jr. got into the conference.
Shannon's definitely going to get minutes next year. I don't see Alexander Walker.
No,
I don't see us paying him. So I think we're in good hands. I wouldn't mind seeing us move DiVincenzo for a bigger wing.
DiVincenzo's got to go.
Yeah,
that guy is a defensive defensively absent. It seems like, and
he
if he's not
shot like shit all season.
Terrible. But I mean, most of the role players shot like shit. I wrote about.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't. Everybody's trying to blame Anthony Edwards for this loss, and it's just like, dude, did you see how many wide open looks he created by just dribbling into the paint? And they had 4 goddamn Thunder defenders around him perpetually. All you got to do is knock down more than 35% of your fucking wide open shots. Yep. He's hitting 55% against very tight, tough coverage and tight coverage, for Christ's sake. Can't be blaming Anthony Edwards for this shit. Crazy, lazy.
Something that I heard that I was like, you could tell that SGA in his second season had a better mentor because he had Chris Paul and we had Pat Bev. So I was like, yeah, that does kind of make sense, you know.
So what about Kevin Durant as a mentor then?
He's 37 years old. He's been hurt since the finals when he was with the Warriors. I hate it.
Really?
Yeah, it's something I wouldn't want to do, but I mean, he would definitely.
The price is going to come down a lot in this offseason. So it might not take much to get him because
I think we have stuff to get him, but it's just
Rudy Gobert.
Difference maker.
Yeah. It'd probably be Rudy Gobert and Dillingham.
Oh, it's got to be picks. There's no way they let him go.
We don't have
any.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'd have swaps, but that's about it. But Dillingham would probably be our most intriguing piece, and then you get actual center in Phoenix to go with Booker.
We need Dillingham.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, no, I'm saying for a young piece from us, it'd be Dillingham, yeah.
But I think it's time to let
DiVincenzo, I guess, too. Rudy and DiVincenzo.
Anthony play off the ball more often and let Rob kind of do what they rely on Anthony to do because of their lack of sound point guard, a ball handler.
Yeah.
Because your best shooter is Anthony Edwards. And if he's got to create on every offensive opportunity, every possession, he's going to get fewer wide open shots. I'd like to play him as like a shooting guard and let Rob Dillingham handle the ball and just kind of probe the defense and kick out to the open, look. And that would result in a lot more open looks for Anthony Edwards. He'd be more fresh. He still was the best defender of shots in the series. He allowed the lowest field goal percentage against on shots that he defended. And that was despite working harder than it seemed like anybody there. And then, they're talking about him taking plays off. And it's just like, dude, the guy's fucking busting his ass as the best perimeter defender and the guy that's handling the ball and doing all the work for most of the shot clock while everybody else stands around and waits for the wide open look to miss.
Yeah.
I got a question for Joel, the NBA expert.
NBA 2K expert.
Oh, well, NBA 2K expert. I understand Kevin Durant is a sexy thing to talk about. Is there anything we can do in the offseason to significantly improve our point guard play?
Without trading for a more established point guard probably be the best bet. But I mean, because I don't know why Finch never gave Dillingham the minutes. I mean, he seems like he's
turnover scared. Although Dillingham didn't have a turnover in his minutes played in the series.
Yeah, exactly. But it's either we push all in for Dillingham or
also defense. He's not as good a defender as.
Well, yeah, he's smaller, so he's going to get pushed around. But yeah. But then trading for maybe a more established point guard. I don't know. I mean, are we going to totally retool? I don't know what approach they're going to take. Are they going to stand pat? Hey, we made it to conference finals. Let's just stand pat. I could see them doing that, but I really don't. Yeah.
New owners too, so like they're probably happy just being a perpetual playoff contender.
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Right. I mean, they got the pie in the sky, privately funded arena on their mind, so. They just want to keep going to the playoffs and filling seats and taking that gate revenue to the bank,
What about something like this? Boston's in salary cap hell right now.
Drew Holiday?
They have two.
Holiday! Dude,
I like where you're thinking.
Jones say that Drew Holiday was a corpse a couple years ago?
or Colby White, like either one of them. They both could be, made available, and we free up some stuff. DiVincenzo, probably a first round pick. Yeah,
Cody White.
Yeah, or Drew Holiday. I mean,
Drew Holiday, I think he makes like 30 mil. It probably they need a center, Rudy Gobert, and then we clear the room for Nas. I mean, because they're losing Al Horford, they can move off of Kristaps Porzingis, who's I think 30 mil, 1 year left. Just salary dump him to help their cap relief, and we get a hell of a point guard. I mean, he's always had a down year offensively, but he's still a monster defensively.
He plays defense though.
Yeah,
he plays defense.
He's gonna help. Yeah, spearhead our defense point of attack. So,
boy, that would make our perimeter defense deep as fuck.
I mean, we could easily send Rudy Gobert and Conley there, and they get a center and a point guard, and they can move Pritchard in the starting lineup, or keep him as a 6 man. I mean, it does make sense. That's one that's always been on my mind since the season. It's like, man, Drew Holiday would be a good role model, could still defend. Who knows? Maybe plays a lot better offensively with us because he'll get more of an opportunity because he's had Tatum and Brown ahead of him,
right?
And White.
The one I saw proposed was DiVincenzo, Nah, and Mike Conley, and then a possible first-round pick.
Well, Nas and under
for Drew,
or Kobe White.
Okay, because then it would have to be a sign and trade because Nah is a
unrestricted.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I would prefer Drew Holiday over Kevin Durant.
Even though they're similar in age?
Yep. So he's going to defend. He's going to be there. I mean, I just don't trust KD's help at all. He's been hurt since he left. He got hurt in that championship when Warriors took on Toronto, and he hasn't been
was already
since.
Hurt when he was playing in that championship.
Yeah, but he's been hurt ever since. He's made max money, and he hasn't done shit since.
That I think point guards are a big thing. Like I've said, I've never been a big Rudy Gobert fan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hate the lack of offense he brings our team.
What was that, Tony?
What's that?
You don't watch that. He's the best help defender in basketball. Like he does more than anybody defensively to help his teammates. And the fact that he doesn't get up shots and you know what? That's not on him. He was open plenty around the rim, and they didn't throw the lobs. They just don't.
Yeah, but he can't catch the lob sometimes, though.
He can't. He can't get an offensive rebound.
But no, DiVincenzo for Cody White. I think we'd have to give up quite a bit to get Cody White. He had a really good year last year, but as another scorer, Cody White would be pretty damn good to have on the team. Yeah, but it's like Chicago. What are they doing? I don't know if they're going to move him. I mean, he's still young enough to be with the Bulls. So, but that.
No. I got the names wrong. What's the White that plays for Boston? Isn't?
Oh, Peyton Pritchard, 6 man.
No, what's their point guard?
Name
Derek White.
White guys.
Derek White.
Derek White. See, I don't see them taking Derek White. Yeah, he's got such a good contract with Boston, and he's young. He fits the timeline with them. Yeah, I wouldn't. If I'm Boston, I wouldn't trade him. I would trade Drew and Porzingis to help their cap thing. But then.
Is that all we got? Is that all we got on the Timberwolves? Did we just fix ourselves?
Let's talk about Finch. I think he let us down too a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I definitely got outplayed, got outcoached. I mean, like you saw, it was just, Brand. We missed some open shots, but it was hard to watch.
A lot of open shots, Brad.
But can he come up with a play? A sure play that's going to get us a score. I mean, you don't see any of that. It's Anthony Edwards, create the space. Hopefully our jump shooters hit, and we don't have good jump shooters. So,
well, not consistently, good jump shooters. And like that one game they won, they just went off like crazy. That's the thing. It's like
they're streaky good.
OKC, the defense is so good that you go stretches where not only do you not see the ball go through the hoop, but you don't get shots up because they're turning you over. And it's just like, if you don't see the ball go through the hoop, it makes it harder to shoot. Like you're not as confident in your shots going forward. And I think that's why OKC's so great, is because they just go on defensive terrors. Like a lot of teams go on offensive tears where they can't miss. Well, they go on tears where you can't make, and it just sucks the confidence right out of you.
And fucking Alex
takes all the air out of the building.
Just career.
Professional pain in
Just
the ass,
career
Alex
now.
Caruso. Yeah.
And Dort too. Dort's always been a great defender.
Yeah. Lou Dort's killed us. I almost want to trade for him just so we don't have to play against him anymore.
He's always, that's been his calling card since he's been in the league. He's a monster defender for his size.
So what do you guys think about?
There is still. Go ahead.
Anthony Edwards' comments afterwards. Some people thought it was like arrogant, you know, how he's like laughing stuff off. Wasn't taking it, you know,
Anthony
so serious.
The series was over in game 1.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of liked it, you know.
Yeah.
He's excited. He's 23 years old. He's been to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's right on the right path here. This is fine. This is great. These are the best days in fucking Minnesota Timberwolves franchise history. We can't be down about this shit. We got a superstar.
It ran into a juggernaut. I mean, it happens sometimes. It's just.
We are the Detroit Pistons to the Chicago Bulls or the Houston Rockets. You know, we're that team. We just kind of got a little unlucky.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
And then in Randall in the playoffs, he's like a fucking absolute superstar. And then it's like, man, I wish we kind of had Cat for a couple minutes here. You know, like.
Yeah, Cat would have been turning the ball over just as much.
Fuck.
He would have been fouled out.
Yeah.
But no, Randall, I thought he did play really well in the playoffs. I mean, if anything, he helped his trade market if he does opt in and we want to get rid of that contract. He's on an expiring deal, and I mean, he was our best second option. I mean,
I think that's the move. I think you move Julius because that's what you can get the most for. And I think his you've got 2 of those, right? Because I don't think Naz Reid's going to be a center. I don't think he's going to.
I think he wants to be the 6th man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to start, but I would love him.
Crazy. Because I want, if I'm a shooter like him, I want to get shots up early in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was kind of a letdown, though.
Yes, he was too.
Yeah,
our whole bench was a letdown.
But I mean, that's what happens when you get tall guys dribbling the basketball against short guys who can steal the basketball. It's like they're going to fucking steal the basketball.
No, I understand that.
Carissa was licking his lips every time the big guy had the ball.
He fucking he just faked him out one time, and Nas dribbled it off his foot in the last game.
I get that, but the series before didn't play great either.
Yeah.
I mean, this was his entire playoff showing was nothing to write home about. So you posed the question at the beginning. I mean, with Anthony Edwards' age, I mean, he's at the start of his prime. He's only going to get better for the next 4 to 5 years. With OKC, though, being so young, like you posed it, I haven't heard an answer yet. What do we do then to support Ant and be able to beat a team like that?
They are actually older, though. I mean, like, if you look at SGA, he's 27, 28. I mean, he's been, and it shows. You know what I mean?
That
I think they're fine.
What was that?
SGA is such a bitch. I fucking hate watching players like him and LeBron too.
Oh, I think. I think the thing to another level in terms of getting the foul. It's not watching Harden.
It is exactly. That's why they changed the
so
rule.
Much better at it.
But the thing about that is you're giving an MVP award to somebody that obviously cheats. He flops. He grabs onto the player. He's initiating the contact, which is an offensive foul. So you're rewarding a player that cheats the best individual trophy in the league. I mean, the sad part about SGA is I'm a fan of him. Is he doesn't need to do it. He can score the ball, but he prefers to play like a bitch. He can play like a man, but he prefers to play like a bitch.
Oh, damn.
So,
did we just start a wrestling promo? Holy shit.
Yeah. It's just, that's the sad part about it. I mean, you could definitely see that Chris Paul was his mentor because that's what Chris Paul does. You're going to reach your hand in, which, if they're going to reach their hand in, but sometimes he's reaching out and grabbing their hand, which that's an offensive foul. They don't call that on him. But if we're reaching in and he wraps it, then yeah, that's on us. You reached in.
OKC
and
on both ends of the floor pushes the boundary in terms of what the refs are going to call and not going to call. And I like that. They play in the gray area.
The one thing that they did do is usually the team that's more aggressive, they give they let him be aggressive, and Oklahoma City was aggressive right away. So it's just the calls were going to go their way. That's just always been the story.
How beat up does he have to get? Like, or is he just not acting as well as SGA? Because I mean, he goes in.
He's playing like a man. He's not playing like a bitch.
Yeah, he's stronger too. It's like just having a physical presence allows the defenders to get away with a lot more. Like nobody probably gets more physicality than Rudy. Like Rudy probably gets pushed around more so than anybody in the league, and nobody's calling shit for him.
I just don't get how Ant doesn't get any calls when he drives in, and he takes hard contact. And SGA, freaking, you breathe on him, and it's a foul.
Yeah. Well, he falls down. Yeah.
You fall down.
You really hope. I mean, I hate praying injury on people, but all these people that flop, I kind of wish they would just get hurt, just falling down on their own. Like you dumb bitch, why'd you fall down? Look, now you're injured. Yeah. So that's what one of my favorites is, LeBron's a notorious flopper. One time he fell down, pushed on the floor, and slid back into the cameras and hit his head, and then he was whining a bitch, and it's like, you pushed your hands and slid into the camera. Like you had that coming. Like, no, but no, it's like I've always said, McDaniels at the 4, I would love to see. I think he should be given an opportunity. I mean, I think his calling card's definitely defense, but it's like that one game he played great offensively. It's like, why don't we give him a chance offensively? That's one thing that
he's streaky too.
Yeah, he's real streaky.
Yeah, but it's just it comes with reps, and they don't give him the reps.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he would be better off if he started the first quarter, got shots up early in the game, and then throughout the game he would get more comfortable shooting those shots.
Yeah, but
instead of coming in cold off the bench midway through the first, and then maybe getting a shot or two, and
maybe get the ball standing in the corner. He's a stand in the corner guy, and it's just when you're standing there watching, it just takes your confidence away.
Well, and that's another Chris Finch thing is like, where's the movement without the ball? It's all dribble, drive, penetrate,
and he could slash to the basket. It's like,
yes.
If Edwards is going to get into the paint like Jason Kidd used to with the Nets and can kick it to people, you got to give him options, not just stand on the 3-point line. You can cut to the baseline. You can, it's just. I mean, he does it really, really well, getting in the paint to create spaces, and our guys are just standing there waiting to shoot threes.
Yeah.
When we can get an easy 2.
So is that
what was that?
Is that the biggest move in the offseason they can make then? A new head coach?
Chris Finch.
I mean, it'd be unprecedented,
Joe's been on this train for a long time.
I've been pushing for Sam Cassell for a long time, but that might be an option. But how do you get a successful coach that's been to the conference finals 2 years in a row? I mean, with what they got, it's kind of tough.
Denver just did it. Denver just did it.
Yeah, Denver just that's a hell of a good point.
Yeah, but they have the best player in the world.
Yeah.
And they had a very just a really pain in the ass coach.
Yeah, Mike Malone is one that he has a reputation.
Reputation for being mean.
Yeah. So I could see him rubbing a player the wrong way. If you got the best player in the world, say, hey, get this guy out of here. You listen to the best player.
These guys like playing for Finch, I think.
I think they do. But it's just with Finch, it's like you got to play. That Shannon Jr. is fucking good. Like
I know.
I could see if we do move Randall, put McDaniels at the 4 and Shannon at the 3 this next year. I would love to see that. I think you'd have athletic wings, move DiVincenzo for a bigger wing on the bench. Let Dillingham play. I mean, we definitely have options, but it's just Oklahoma City's going to be so fucking good.
Why not?
Oklahoma City's going to be.
I know.
Oh shit!
But
they could go for Giannis next year if they wanted to. I would move Chet Holmgren if I was them.
That would be a mistake.
100%. I think he's going to be an injury-prone player his whole career.
Yeah, but I mean, people shot at the rim against him like 50%, despite his lack of size. Chet.
Yeah,
like he's still a pretty good rim protector, despite being.
But they shot 50%.
Yeah, usually you'd shoot over 75% at the rim against anybody.
Oh.
And they shot 50.
I didn't hear the rim.
If you're at the rim, you should be shooting 85, 90%. Or going to the free throw.
But you think he's a better defensive option than Giannis?
No, I'm not saying. I'm not comparing the two. I think Giannis makes it more difficult for OKC to defend, though.
I don't think so. Former defensive player of the year? I don't think so.
It doesn't work like that in OKC. It's all help defense. It's all chemistry. It's all knowing your teammate and reacting. But nobody brings the help better. Nobody brings the double team better in the game. And I think it'd be easy for them to just watch Giannis go to work on both ends of the floor.
I think they have 20 picks in the next 4 years. I'd give them all. Milwaukee, here's all of our picks. You want Chet Holmgren? You can have him.
Yeah.
Here's 20 fucking picks.
Incredible mistake. Because Holmgren could be a unicorn, for Christ's sake. Brad's like, we need more guys like Chet Holmgren. It's like, there aren't more guys like Chet Holmgren.
No.
I see Porzingis with Chet Holmgren. That's what I think his ceiling is.
My comment about Chet Holmgren is when they adjusted and Chet was playing the 5, and then they had 4 perimeter guys that could shoot and handle the ball. Why didn't we do something like that? That was my thing. Put Naz Reid in as a 5 and, bring in some of these other guys off the bench. That way we have 4 guys, possibly, some guys that can handle the ball instead of giving it to Julius Randle at top of the key all the time and dribble 3 times and see you later. Like,
I would love that to see that go.
That's why Finch is a good guy. You got to be able to make some changes. Granted,
well, he runs a short rotation too. It's like he doesn't. He's
usually 8 deep.
He's just after game 1, they should have been way more willing to kind of go to the T-Pups and try and run with OKC. If you can't fucking beat them, at least make them tired.
At least let them run. The best way to poop them out is run with them. Be better athlete, but
Well, there is one really good team still playing basketball in Minnesota, the 6-0 Minnesota Lynx. They play the Valkyries today. I'm wondering if they're better than that. Last year, I just did a bit of research, and I'm going to say no, they're not as good as last year because mainly they lost one of my favorite players who came out of nowhere, Cecilia Zandalicini, last season to the Valkyries in the expansion draft. So they're not shooting the 3 like they were last year. They were the best three-point shooting team in the W last year. This year, they're still in the top third. But the thing that they do really well is they score off the pass. They have the most field goals off of assists in the WNBA, which is just what makes me eat my words again. Cheryl Reeve, she's done it again. She's a goddamn genius. They used to rely on defense and points in the paint, and now they're one of the bottom third in points in the paint. They shoot the 3 at a high clip. They're second only to the Liberty in 3-point shooting, but they move the ball like they're Golden State, and it is a lot of fun to watch. I still think they're lacking size. I think they're going to struggle with people like Asia Wilson, but I mean, who doesn't struggle with Asia Wilson? I just got to see her live.
Yeah, come on.
That's the best female basketball player.
Yeah, the people next to me are like, why is she bringing up the ball? And then she finishes at the rim without a pass. I'm like, because she's the best there is and the best there ever was. I mean, it's incredible. So you're going to struggle with that. You're going to struggle with Brianna Stewart, and they still might be the second best team in the sport. But I think Nafisa Collier has become more of a leader on that team. She's become more vocal. She's already this season shown more energy, and she's actually gotten irate mad with officials already this season. And usually she's pretty reserved. So I like seeing that. And so I'm pleased. I think they're going to be in the finals again this season. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be unless B gets injured, and that's exciting to me. Anybody else on WNBA basketball got anything?
I like what you say about coaching.
You're probably not watching, but
I like how you talk about coaching, because you can put the best athletes in the world on a team, and without somewhat of a good coaching, I mean, even you look at the Olympic teams, they've got 5-star coaches on the teams.
Mhm.
I hate to go back to the Wolves. Like, I mean, look at all the teams that win. It's great coaching, not just great players.
Yeah.
Running plays. Yeah.
I mean,
Gerald Reeve is the best coach of individual defense that there is. They're still terrific at that.
I have seen that there's been a drop in the ratings now that Caitlin Clark hasn't been playing.
Sure. Well, there's
Or
a lot
WNBA.
of bandwagon fans. Yeah, we knew that. We knew that to be the case.
At least in Minnesota, you can turn your TV on and they'll be on Care 11. Twins, can't find them on TV in Minnesota.
Yeah, you can. You got to get cable, but yeah, they're just on the Twins TV network now.
I don't live in Minnesota. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't live in Minnesota anymore either, Mike. Dude, the weirdest thing happened to me yesterday. I went to the Minnesota bar here. It's called the Blue Ox. And they said, yeah, we should get the Twins game. It was on Fox, right? Yeah. So I get in there and they try to put the Twins game on, and it's just Dodgers, Yankees.
That was the other.
It was 10-0, So, but here I am. I put it on my phone in the bar, and I get Twins. Who were they playing yesterday? Seattle
Mariners.
And I'm just like, oh, how do I get it and you don't get it? Because then when I came home to try and get the Twins game on, even with my VPN, I couldn't get it at all.
That doesn't. I don't know.
It makes no sense to me. So
I mean, Fox was running those were the two games.
Right.
I mean, the Twins Mariners game was a great game to
watch. I was pulling. I don't know if I was connected to their Wi-Fi though. So maybe it was because I was connected via 5G. I got the Twins game, but that makes no sense to me.
I usually watch it at Tori Under's house. So.
Oh God. So Mike, the Twins look pretty good, huh?
They've been playing very good ball the last month and a half. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Great analysis, bud.
No, there's some I did mark down some pretty impressive stats that I've stolen from some people too. Offense still needs to pick it up some. I mean, our pitching
they're incredible. Yeah.
I mean, our starting rotation and our bullpen, that is something to build around. The stat that stood out to me the most was they're 26-4 if they can just put 4 runs on the board.
Right.
Like that's really freaking impressive.
That's testament to your pitching staff, really. Because you're holding people to 3 runs. Yeah, that's fantastic.
But I mean, these last 2 games they've been very entertaining games to watch against the Mariners. I mean, Correa's
2 days ago where it goes extra innings after you're down 4-0.
Like Correa is starting to look like the superstar that was whatever the hell he is. I mean,
he's barreling the ball like
that
crazy.
Guy, is playing out of his mind right now. Royce Lewis needs to figure it out.
Sure does.
I don't know. There's a lot of chat. Oh, go ahead.
Well, it probably takes a couple of years, when you're sitting there listening for a garbage can banging, to tell you what pitch is coming. So he's learning how to see pitches all over again.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He looks uncomfortable in the batter's box. Like his swing is just disjointed this season.
Royce Lewis,
yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with Royce. I mean, he's making some good contact right at people, but for the guy that said last year he doesn't slump, he's really in a slump right now. Like he's bad.
He fucking jinxed himself.
Yeah, his stats. Let me find those. He's are
like 130 or something crazy like that.
Yeah, since coming back from the IL on May 6th, he's batting 138 on base percentage of 200. Yeah, he's not slugging percentage 215.
Oh my God. That's somebody who gets sent down to AAA. Like,
no, there's a lot of chatter that he should be sent down, but I mean, he's supposed to be our next Byron Buxton, so I wish they would just slide him down as far as he could in the lineup. Shit, I don't have a problem him batting 8th until he figures it out because his defense is actually better than it was last year.
It doesn't have to be much better to be better than it was last year.
But I think you just let him try to figure it out. Yeah, we still need. I would like us to. I'm hoping at the trade deadline we can get at least one lefty arm. I don't care if it's a starter or in the pen, because Danny Colomb is the only effective one we have. Thunderbunk is
Thunderberg.
Yeah, well, it should be Thunderbunk the way he pitches. We don't have a good lefty arm. We don't have a good lefty pitcher, and we are kind of overusing our bullpen right now. I mean, we need to get some more length out of our starters, which I hope once the weather heats up we can get. Because I mean, we got 4 starters now who should be able to get 6. I mean, I think Tony, me and you need to be eating our words from that piece of shit pitcher Paddock that we wanted off the team. He's pitching well.
I was ready to trade him in the offseason. I don't know.
We wouldn't have got anything for him though.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what we're gonna do with corner depth for our outfield. I think we need a righty bat. Because I think Larnach and Wallner are kind of redundant.
Yeah, they are.
Even though out of those two, I'd want to move Larnach, but he's playing very, very good this year. I think he's leading the team in hits. So I don't know. Like,
y'all are nuts if you think we're going to make a fucking move at the deadline. I mean, they never do.
Oh, we did too that one year. We traded for Sonny Gray. I mean, that was huge. That was a big move for Twins fans. I mean,
wonder if they do it though with the team for sale.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, wasn't that we didn't do shit last year?
No, we didn't. I mean, no, we didn't.
But we might be leading the AL wild card this year. Last year, that wasn't the case.
No, that's on. I think Brad just likes to be mean on the Twins, but Falvey, I don't know. I don't understand. I think Falvey needs to go if we get new ownership, because
I've been off that train for years.
You can't deny there's some good things he's done, but there's like some just blatantly obvious things that, like when it comes to developing left-handed pitching, he can't do that. Making moves at the deadline, we did it 1 year.
He did it for Cleveland, didn't he? That was the thing he was known for.
That's
pitching in Cleveland, and we're still waiting on Zebby Matthews and fucking
no, he's
Festa.
I'm saying left-handed pitching. Festa and Matthews. Falvey, I would say that is a good thing he has done. Coming out of the minors, we actually have we've got an overabundance of pitchers coming up right now if somebody gets hurt. And Zebby's figuring it out. I mean, his stuff is nasty the first time through the lineup. He's just going to have to figure out how to pitch the MLB hitting. But, I mean, his strikeout numbers are insane. He's going to continue to get better. But, I mean, what did he give up? He gave up like 3 or 4 runs in his last outing, and everybody's freaking out. It's like we still won the fucking game. Give the kid a break. But I don't know. The Twins, it's fun to watch them right now. The AL Central is freaking nuts.
Wow. Really good.
I mean,
dominating the American League, baby. You know, the Twins have the second best run differential in the American League.
Yes, plus 31. Nah. Tampa Bay has plus 42.
Yeah, that would be second, right?
The Yankees are the best in baseball.
That changed overnight.
Even after getting blown out by 20 runs last night?
The Yankees, as of today, have a plus 94 differential.
Their differential yesterday was like 16, 17?
I didn't watch that game.
Today. Yeah, they were down 10-0 in the second inning.
But no, it is.
The wind was blowing out at Dodger Stadium yesterday.
It is impressive. I mean, it was just like last year.
Yankees.
Yeah.
It is pretty impressive the run the Twins can go on. I will give their coaching a little bit of credit for that. But their pitching is the only reason they're doing as well as they are.
So, Anthony,
same
ball, just a little bit bigger. Is Oklahoma's run over?
No. Just because Texas won for the first time against Oklahoma in the College World Series, no, that run is not over. But I'd say
they should have lost. They should have lost their first game, man.
Yeah,
to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. No, there's more parity in the sport now. Finally, like it only took them winning what? How many? 7 out of the last
5
8?
in a row. 5 in a row
now. Yeah,
5 in a row, I think.
What's it called when they can pay players to come to their school? NLI, is that it? I remember we had this argument.
NIL.
Oh yeah.
Texas
You're trying
Tech.
to make screwed yourself up.
No, I just
Texas
remember
Tech paid a pitcher $1.1 million to come
And that's
play.
the reason why they're in the College World Series.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
Better. It's better for the sport.
Yeah. It's
Shit,
really
that
great.
Cooper Flegg just got 28 mil for NIL.
Yeah.
Or hell, that's a hell of a 1 year at Duke.
No shit, right?
He's gonna make a
Brad, do you want to take us through some Vikings preview? Oh boy! How many wins you got, baby?
JJ.
I will tell you that Vegas, I haven't checked them. Those odds better be going up, especially after OTAs. OTAs, the whole team showed up. Like that is pretty weird to see. So hey, when you got your star wide receiver, arguably the best in the league, showing up to OTAs, when he could be out passing out pink cocaine like Stephon Diggs on a boat with Cardi B, like no, bro, he's there working with JJ.
That's right.
So like 8.5, they can win all of 12 games. Like they really can. I still think there's moves to be made too. I think there's going to be some moves on defense made. I mean, you got ex-professional players on these sports shows talking about the Vikings trading for Jalen Ramsey and stuff like that. What's his name? Antoine Winfield Jr. is still out there. You know, like there's moves to be made. I think on offense, you don't have to touch a thing. They're saying JJ looks good. It's a stupid stat, but in one practice, he threw 17 touchdowns. So, like, I mean, like,
it is a stupid stat, but I'm glad you shared it.
It broke a record. So, I mean, like, hey,
they keep track of that?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Who had the record before him?
Yeah,
honestly, I can't. I don't even know. No, it was a National Football League record.
Oh
my God!
I thought it was a Minnesota record. Like
probably like Tom Brady or something.
It would have been Mike Vick or Lamar.
No, throwing touchdowns.
Okay.
No,
What'd you think of the? Did you watch God Bless Football, where they floated Tom Brady as quarterback for the USA flag football team?
Yes, I saw that.
Because they can't run.
Yep.
Isn't that genius?
That would be perfect.
I mean, we can beat everyone with anyone we want, really. Frankly, that's a gold medal. That's just ours. Nobody's taking that from us. And it's the only year that it's going to be happening too. So anyway, sorry to interrupt you.
Well, I don't know, but man, you get Jamaica out there and you got Usain Bolt on the team. Nobody's going to catch you.
That would be awesome.
You know, like no, I'm. You guys know me. I'm always very optimistic, but I like how things are going. I like that everybody's bought in on the quarterback. I'm still not bought in, but
that's what I was just going to ask. Why? Why won't you just wave the flag for JJ McCarthy? He's going to bring Super Bowl to Minnesota. Like, just buy in.
Because we've never done it. We've never drafted a quarterback high, and it's panned out to be somebody good.
What about
he was mediocre at best.
Fumbles in a season.
Yeah, his hands are too small.
Oh, whatever. Tony used to rock the Culpepper jersey.
I still rock the Culpepper jersey. That guy was amazing. He threw the ball friggin' really far.
Did you see Brad?
What do you think it would take for an Anton Winfield trade?
No, it'd just be a signing.
Oh, he's not signed yet.
Oh, it's Samuel. Samuel.
Oh, sorry.
Asante Samuel Jr.
Okay, sorry.
Excuse me. I was thinking ex-Minnesota Vikings. But,
yeah.
Well,
I hope he does.
You're gonna roll with 12 wins this season, huh?
100%.
I think. No,
it doesn't believe in the quarterback. That's wild.
I know, right? It'd be 17-0 if he believed in the quarterback.
If Sam Darnold can get us 14 wins.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
but the schedule
Great
should
point.
be tougher. They do have to play 2 back-to-back games overseas. That's going to have an impact, I think.
That's going to be beneficial to them, I think.
Well, then they won't have to come back, but do they have a bye on either side of those games?
After.
That's nice.
So I think it's a decent thing because you can go with the mindset, that you're there, and who knows when they go, if they leave the Monday after their Sunday game, and fly over there, get acclimated for a week.
You got to get there 5 days early to acclimate to the time change. Yeah.
So I mean, there for 1-2 weeks.
2 weeks,
I think that's beneficial, and you don't have to go play
in Pittsburgh.
I mean, who do we? Fuck Pittsburgh too. Yeah, play them over there. That's a good game. Who else do we play? Probably another shitty team. Browns. Yeah, we always play them there.
Yeah, I saw a stat. We haven't played in Cleveland versus the Browns in 25 years. It's been that fucking long.
Thank Christ.
No,
I think it's set up good. I really do.
Offensively, Brad, did you see Judd Zolgad was putting some stuff out on OTAs, and Jalen Naylor is apparently a brick house now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it.
So I mean, this is a contract year for him. No, slot receiver. I think they're going to try to turn him more into like a punt returner, even though that was kind of a nightmare sometimes with him back there. But he came to play apparently this year. He wants to get some money next year. So
he's going to be slotted in as number 2 because once the suspension for Addison comes out, which
I'm hoping that's only 2 games.
What happened?
That DUI he got.
Oh yeah.
Where he was sleeping at 3 a.m. or whatever.
As he should be doing, but in a bed, not in a car.
Well, you got tired, man. You got tired.
At least he made the right move and pulled off the road and took a nap. Yeah.
I don't think he did. I think he parked right in the middle.
Oh shit! This is the same season where we lost one of our top draft picks to a drunk driving accident. Not his own, but
I was thinking about Addison when I was watching that Netflix Favre documentary, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, we'll fucking suspend players for a DUI for games, but you can be Brett Favre and still be in the Hall of Fame in the NFL. It's just fucking insanity.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Gladiator sport.
No, the Vikings, with Brad's 12 wins, though, I mean, I would kind of lean that way as well. We haven't, if JJ can be an average quarterback, which I think he'll be a better than average quarterback, and he's going to offer Minnesota versatility like they've never had before, being able to throw on the run, to extend a play. I mean, Sam could not fucking do that. Kirk could not do that.
Did you see Sam Darnold run last year?
I saw him take a lot of sacks in the playoffs. Yeah.
Guess what? This year you will not see any sacks being taken because the offensive line is that much better.
No,
arguably the best offensive line in the league. I mean,
they're still
it's the best they've had in a while.
Really still exists.
Yeah, and our defense is better than last year. Still under Flores. I'm very hopeful for this team. Way tougher schedule this year, but
our defense is not better yet. Our front 7 is really good. Let's see what happens in the secondary.
What year has Flores failed us? Let's.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying that maybe this Jalen Ramsey trade isn't just bullshit stuff. I mean, that guy. Ooh.
I think players want to come and play for Flores. So, I mean,
they want to come play for Minnesota in general. Brad said it. Everybody showed up for OTAs. They're repeatedly ranked as one of the best places to work in the sport.
But I mean, very rarely do you see all the players coming in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It never happens.
Superstars. It never does. Yeah. Your young quarterbacks are always going to be there because they're first couple of years in the system and shit like that. But to see your whole offense show up, I mean, they must see something in the guy, at least they believe in him, or they're going to, help him get better. And this be the year, man. It might be.
This talk is so ridiculous.
He doesn't trust the quarterback, but he might win us the Super Bowl.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
I love his optimism. It's
I will.
so ridiculous and unwarranted.
Come August 7th, when all of a sudden news flash, Aaron Rodgers is signed with the Minnesota Vikings. Then I will say we'll probably go 16-1 and win the Super Bowl.
That'd be the worst birthday present ever.
It'd be great.
I just want that guy to go away.
They'd go to a retreat to some caves for a week, get ready for the season, and boom, it'd be over.
Speaking of going away, how much time is Zion going to do?
Oh, shit.
Well, I was a little confused from the article you sent, though, because it sounds like just a civil lawsuit. I don't know if he was ever criminally charged. So
yeah, it probably is.
So that's the only thing where obviously the allegations sound horrible. Things seem, I don't know, from my perspective as a defense attorney, it's a lot more serious if there's the threat of prison with it, as opposed to just losing some money. But
it's something that'll be settled. But I mean, I don't understand why not bring the criminal case if there's multiple instances of rape and multiple instances of when he's like taking her phone so she can't call emergency services, and it's like that. Those are all individual charges. That would be a long time spent in prison.
I think anything sports related, you just got to revert back to the O.J. Simpson case. I mean, it's a lot tougher getting a criminal conviction than a civil conviction. I mean, the standard's a lot lower civilly. So,
and then these cases, especially, right? Because you basically just have the testimonies of the alleged and the allegor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
a lot of times they don't even go to court, do they, Mike? It's just, here, I'll give you some money.
Yeah, they settle.
You sign this NDA, you can never speak again about this shit again.
Yeah, and well, we're past that point. There's not going to be. I mean, I would have assumed that his lawyer or lawyers should have broached that subject to try to keep this from ever being filed in court. But apparently, there's no deal to be had. So,
wow. Well, I feel bad for the Pelicans. Like, this is gonna. Mm-hmm. If they had already created their franchise by selecting Zion, then now they've definitely created their franchise.
Yep.
But that's a good way to get out of a contract, though. I mean,
yeah.
No, you look at, and I'm not talking about fans. I'm talking about like beat reporters for the Browns. Like, they're trying to figure out ways to get out of that contract for like
John Watson deal,
off the field behavior. And God, feel sorry for Browns fans. But yeah.
Anything else?
Well, God, after you bring up,
I know, right? It's a little bit of a downer.
Yeah, kind of closes the show.
I should have started the show with that or something. I don't know. But maybe we should have played the game. If we had two more stories regarding law related, we could have done opening arguments. That would have been fun.
There's 2 or 3 things I'll be really quick that nobody other than diehard Twins fans will care about. I'm really pissed off. Carson McCuster really wasn't given a chance when he got called up. I think he was only up for like 5 games and only gave him 6 at bats. He got 1 hit. But that guy's like the size of Aaron Judge. Like, I wish, and he's a right-handed bat. Kind of a Cinderella story. I wish he would have got an actual opportunity when you have other people like our Jonah McBride. I
don't even know who that guy is. Where'd he come from?
We picked him up from are you talking about McCuster or
McBride?
McBride. We got Jonah Bride, not McBride.
Yeah.
We got him from the Mariners. They DFA'd him. So then we signed him. He ties into my next point. I wish
Martina McBride's kid.
Yeah. I wish we could keep Deshaun Kersey up. Guy can't hit the fucking ball.
Yeah.
But he is fast as hell.
He's going to come in handy in the playoffs when the rosters expand and down the last month of the season.
Well, no, with the Mariners series, you're already seeing it. Like, late in the game, if it's a close game, it's like
take third.
those are great to come off the bench.
Yeah.
For defensive versatility and he's a premium outfielder. And then his speed. I mean, the guy can swipe whatever bag he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing, even though he's injured, Aaron Gleeman put this out on Danny Colomb. I was talking about lefty pitchers. Here's his fucking stats this year. So in 16 and 2/3 innings, he's got a 0 ERA. He's stranded 10 of 12 runners he's inherited. And I think he's second to only Johan Duran in win probability added. So talk about an offseason, talking shit about Falvey before. That was a great offseason acquisition. That was very, very cheap. But yeah, go Twins.
Yeah, baby. Go Lynx.
Tony, did I send you the picture of last week?
I don't think so. No.
Who I got to golf with?
Oh God.
No.
Coach for the Grizz.
I went to the Grizz Scholarship something golf tournament. It's usually held in Sydney. They double booked it because of like Class C state golf or something. So like Bobby was there. I was teeing off on hole 1. He came up. I was the only motherfucker out there in Bobcat shit. Everybody else, all 68 other people. So I do have a picture that I can send
hilarious.
to you.
Oh,
he came up, and granted, it's because he's getting money and stuff like that. He was actually a splendid human being.
I'm sure he is.
I do have pictures of us taking shots.
Doesn't mean I have to like him.
No, like same way with me. Like it just made me cringe. Like you can be this nice, and I've never met you before, but on TV you are such an arrogant prick. Like he wouldn't say anything to me, but one of our other friends, the only other person that wore a different team, was wearing NDSU shit. He talked shit to her because they had beat them recently. Wasn't talking about old MSU though. So it was funny. It was funny.
He didn't want to go viral.
Just a little tidbit in there.
That's fun. Well, Mike, I'm looking forward to seeing you out here for your birthday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay. Actually, yeah.
You want to just stay on after the show?
Yeah, we can do that. Because plane tickets are cheap from Missoula to Vegas.
Well, I'd like to thank my favorite cousin and our NBA 2K expert, Joel Variano, for joining us, giving us the skinny on how the Timberwolves will overcome OKC. Maybe.
Praying. Sorry.
Praying. Thoughts and prayers. And Brad, thanks for being here.
Jesus take the wheel.
I love the poll.
JJ, take the wheel.
I love the poll, lads.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
I'm staying on. All right. Stop recording.